Good evening, Canada. On our platform of Voice of Canada, our weekly talk show, we have got a very dynamic guest today, the Regional Councillor from City of Markham, Alan Ho.
Hi.
Welcome to our show. Your host, Asphandiar, Wadiwalla, and our charming co-host is Harveena Sandhu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being with us. And Alan, introduce yourself to our viewers of Voice of Canada. A basic introduction, that's all.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah, my name is Alan Ho. I'm the York Regional Councillor for the City of Markham. In fact, I have been on council for 13 years.
Wow. God
Uh,
willing, you will clear 30 years.
Thank you.
Yeah.
At first, I was a ward councillor, and most recently, I became a regional councillor. And other than doing councillor's job, I also chair and get involved in many committees.
We will be talking on the committees on later on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so as you know, thank you for introducing me. My name is Harveena Sandhu. And basically, Alan Ho, as you have told us, you are for City Council for so many years.
Regional Councillor.
And regional councillor for so many years. And currently, you are the chair of the Market Economic Development Committee. Briefly, can you inform our viewers the role as a councillor and economic development of a chairperson?
Yeah, thank you.
What are your duties?
Yeah, talking about, councillor's job, of course, we have a lot of general committees and also development committees meetings to attend. And other than that, I also, chair some committees as well as, get involved in a lot of committees. For example, like Markham Village Committee, which deals with the revitalization of Swan Lake.
Wow.
Accessibility Committee, which helps those people with disability through education and bylaws.
Wow.
And the Audit Committee, which oversees the budget for the York region, as well as the York Housing Ent, which help building affordable housing for senior groups and also with the vulnerable community
members.
That's awesome.
Alan Ho, before you were elected, we read from your bio that you also established one firm, which is still going strong with your spouse.
Yeah.
So give us the detail of that firm.
Yeah. Well, in fact, before I came to Canada, I studied fashion design and clothing factory management. Well, you can guess that, it's not easy to find a job here. So I decided to study administration study from York University in a hope to find a better
job. And now
job.
soon you'll be having the York University in Markham.
Yeah, you're right.
They're opening a campus.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, we are going to ask him about it later on.
Yeah. And well, and then, after a 5 years struggle in the job market, my best friend encouraged me to start my own business with my wife, who has the similar background as mine. And so we started our own business, and when our business started to be stabilized after 2 years hard work, because, we have the knowledge and also experience, and many of the people, encouraged me to run for
public office,
in order to help more people. Because, over the years, I helped a lot of people, in particular the new immigrants. So when I got elected in 2010, I helped a lot of people, and then I realized that the community needed me to have full-time attention for my councillor job.
Awesome.
So I stepped down, from CEO of our own business, and my wife, take up the job.
She took over as CEO.
Yeah,
and now she's the boss in the house and boss in the firm too.
You are right. And luckily, our business, is growing very, very well under her leadership.
And give you more success in your business. That's our wish. Okay, Councillor Alan Ho, tell us what is the secret that City of Markham pulls all cream a la cream from the Chinese of Hong Kong and Chinese from mainland. What is the secret? Tell us. because we get all nominal immigrants over here in other cities of Ontario. But Markham gets all the rich ones.
Well, as a matter of fact, there's no one single factor which, attribute the prosperity of any city. For City of Markham, because, we are deemed to be the high-tech capital of Canada. So even during the pandemic, our city has not been, impacted so much.
So badly, yeah.
Because, a lot of people, they could work from home.
Yeah.
And also, talking about, the average income in our city of Markham, usually, above average because of, the high education standard of our residents.
Wow.
And another thing is, you're right, a lot of, Hong Kong
immigrants came over here.
Rich people, they would like to land on City of Markham for one reason.
All billionaires you all took. You never shared the billionaires to other Ontario cities.
That is, the low crime rate of our city. You know what? Among the GTA cities, our city has been ranked number 1 for many years.
I told you, you all are number 1 in everything.
Yeah, you're right. Almost everything.
Everything. Even in property taxes, they are the highest. Even the houses, even the detached houses and non-detached, they are double the cost of what Mississauga and Brampton has. Am I right?
You're right.
So how people can afford? Purchase power is high.
Well, because, in average, our residents, they're making, better money, than other people. So that's why, they can afford.
Number 4.
Yes. So, Councillor Alan Ho, from your bio, we also read that you're heavily engaged in several organizations from your city of Markham. Give us a brief account of each one of them and your role.
Turn by turn of all 6, 7 committees, what you do, and when it was formed, and what are the functions of those committees.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe, let me start, with the Rotary Club.
Rotary Club.
Yeah.
I'm a Rotarian.
Oh, really?
I'm
Wow.
an ex-Rotarian.
I used to be, president for, Markham Union Rotary Club, about, 15 years ago. There, my job was to invite, guest speaker for our weekly meetings.
You are an outreach person.
Yeah. And then I also, used to be the president for CICS, the Center for Information and Community Services of Ontario, which helps, new immigrants. So my job there, was to arrange or organize a lot of fundraising to help, the new immigrants. And also, in Scarborough, I used to be the vice chair for called CCLC, Chinese Community Liaison Committee for Toronto Police Service. And there, I have, to host some crime prevention for the residential households as well as, the businesses.
The crime rate is comparatively very low in Markham.
Yeah.
That's also, we study the statistics than other cities. Scarborough is just on the border. But entirely once you stepped into Markham, you feel very secure.
Yeah, you're right.
Am I right?
You're right.
So, Regional Councillor Alan Ho, as we also know, you got several awards and accolades. Would you tell our viewers, they will be proud to hear what are your awards?
Oh, yeah.
And for what you got those awards?
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, I feel that, I've been so fortunate and privileged to be presented with a lot of awards over the years. Well, for example, I got many times the valued volunteer by the federal government because, from time to time, I've helped host a lot of fundraiser for the federal election candidates. And also, I was, designated as the valued member for Scarborough and York Chinese Community and Chinese Beauty Business Association. Well, because, I had my business in Scarborough, and also, I I did a lot of community work and I donated a lot of things to them. And also, I got, top 25 immigrant.
Yeah, as a top immigrant in Canada.
Yeah.
That is a big privilege.
Yeah, I felt so.
They gave award for top 25.
In 2011,
Yeah,
right?
they gave.
Yeah.
And he's among one of them out
Wow.
of 20. That's a big achievement.
Yeah.
Big feather in your cap.
I find it, it's an incredible, honor. And in fact, I was so surprised to receive, particularly, to be chosen alongside with a lot of great people like, Senator Vivian Poy and Governor General Adrian Clarkson of previous years.
Wow.
And when I got, this top 25 immigrant in the year, same as Senator Victor O.
Victor O, yeah. Victor O just completed his term.
Yeah.
He just completed his term and he talks to me because he's from Mississauga. We are long-time friends before he became even the senator. And a very, very outstanding guy. Victor and Rosa. They are my personal friends.
Oh, yeah. You know Rosa as well?
Rosa as well.
Yeah,
because
very good.
We know before he became a senator. He was running a business association and he brought lots of businesses, especially from Singapore. Victor is Singaporean.
Yeah, I know.
So he's a friend of mine, off and on we chat.
Yeah, very good.
And whenever he gives any statement, he makes a point to send me on WhatsApp. Because he knows we are a media. Plus I've got lot of outreach in political circles. So he says, Kaspi, circulate in your circle.
Yeah, good.
And even your MP, Paul Chang, now from Markham.
Okay,
he's a long-time friend.
Oh, very good.
And you may not be knowing even Paul Chang speaks Hindi also. Because he came from Pakistan.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So he speaks such fluent Hindi that people really get surprised when he's over here in the events.
I see. Well, too bad, I don't speak, any Indian languages. Because I went to India many times when I was, having my
India,
business.
You can't learn a language. Like going to China, you can't learn a Chinese language. Each language is tough.
So, as you mentioned, you were in the top 25 immigrants. It's a great achievement. So it's like, how do you feel about it when you won it?
Well, I was so surprised. But this award, means a lot of things to me, in particularly because I think that new immigrants like me can succeed in Canada. This is something, and I hope this award will inspire more new immigrants, to work hard to achieve, what they want. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Regional Councillor, yes, you have earned so many accolades, awards and everything. So tell us, what is coming next in your basket? What you're aiming for?
Yeah. Well, in fact, I have still a lot of works, I would like, to proceed to, work on. Just like, over the years, I realized that, something that is, close to and dear, to everybody's heart. That is, community safety.
Community safety is vital, number one.
Yeah.
And the prevailing peace. But now we are so glad that Markham is quite multicultural.
But still,
lots of communities have come and settled down, but the rich ones, very rich, moneyed ones. But harmony is there. The love is there. The harmony is there. And even see, your council is also so mixed. There were so many other communities also in the council.
Yeah, and also, we are so fortunate to have, York Regional Police. They are very, cooperative to work with, all the councillors. So over the years, I have, set up a lot of neighborhood watch groups.
That is the main vital thing.
Yeah, that is very, very important because it not only, deters, any potential break-ins, but also brings the community together.
And bring confidence in the community.
Exactly.
And the city's reputation also is there.
Exactly. Ranked number 1 for many years.
We'll be taking a short break and we'll be back with you. Welcome back after a short break. In our weekly talk show, Voice of Canada, we have a wonderful guest today who is very intelligent and well experienced in politics and in community affairs. Is none other than Alan Ho from the city of Markham. Your host, Asphandiar Wadiwalla, and our charming host, Harveena Sandhu, is back with you after the short break. Regional councillor, just tell us, because you manage all the 8 wards as a regional councillor. So, just tell us briefly, what are the specific issues of those wards in Markham? Because according to us, Markham people have got no issues. They have got a well-developed city. It's a mega city. They have got everything to enjoy in life. So what are the specific more they want?
Yeah, well, as I mentioned, community safety, and even there are some issues that our residents are very concerned with. For example, even everybody knows that Canada is aging, and City of Markham is no exception. Even over the years, I have a lot of senior groups to set up senior clubs in order to be
them active.
able to apply for funding from various governments.
Wow,
this is important. And locally, I've been, urging our city to build permanent washrooms in all parks.
Wow.
Because, this is, something.
It's like Japan.
Yeah, the seniors, need them, so badly.
It's a necessity.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I always, urge the regional transit to provide, free bus, for seniors.
For seniors, yeah.
Yeah, because, it happens.
It's high time. Markham can easily afford. There is
Exactly.
seniors a free ride into the city. If they want to go to Toronto, they will pay.
Yeah.
But if they want to just roam in Markham or Unionville, they can enjoy a free ride.
Yeah, you're right. And well, another important point, which is, many residents are concerned is the traffic.
Traffic.
Yeah.
That is increasing.
Exactly, because Markham is a growing city.
Plus, in each household, Markham has got 4 to 5 cars. That is also an average.
You're right. Wow, you're right.
And a family of 3 seniors, 3 adults, and 5 cars are standing.
Wow.
Our neighbors, have 4 cars at least.
At least, see.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is the sign of prosperity. I would say God bless Markham and the successful team led by Mayor Scarpiti, Frank Scarpiti.
So you know what I did? I urged the York region, to think about a way to use great separation for those busy intersection in order to smooth the traffic congestion and also to increase the safety.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because even the Markham children going to universities, they go in cars.
Right.
It is like Hong Kong. The lifestyle is like Hong Kong or Vancouver.
Yeah,
But Vancouver is the same. The Chinese children coming to universities to study, they come in posh cars.
Wow.
Yeah,
These are
true.
the sign of prosperity, and we as Canadians, we are very happy that we have got a rich city. In time of need, always you all come to help us. And your mayor has given me an honorary citizenship.
Oh,
because I know him since last 12 years. So whenever he sees me, he shouts with my name and he says, "Aspi, you must now settle in Markham."
You're right. He's right.
But I said, from the time I've come, I've been in
Please
Mississauga.
move to City of
So he
Markham.
says, no, you are seen more in Markham.
The safest city, in the GTA.
What about the this hijacking of cars and all in Markham? It's much lesser, no? Compared to other cities, we have got a huge now problem. It is becoming a cancer over here in Mississauga and Brampton.
Okay.
They are picking up the cars like this, and they are shipped to all African and Middle Eastern countries as renovated Canadian models.
Yeah, well, because the economy is not very promising, so
And due to after pandemic, the inflation, the cost of living has got very high, unemployment, health facilities have gone down. So these are the factors which are increasing. The crime has increased.
Yeah, that's true.
Go ahead.
Yes, Councillor Allen Ho, as we are all aware of, our global village saw the worst pandemic,
Oh.
since March 2020 till the end of like 2022. What role did you play from your city council, as we saw that other colleagues from Markham Council did not community work or help citizens in the international committee? We also call the world lost great number of human lives and suffering in all respects. Will you throw some light on this?
Because pandemic, Markham played a very important role.
Yeah, you're
I used
right.
to see daily one councillor is supplying food and doing so many things.
Mhm.
So Markham was very active, and the first statement of Mayor Scarpiti used to come
Yeah,
for
you're right.
suggestions and plannings and about the vaccines and everything.
Yeah, you know what? At the very beginning of the pandemic, the Chinese community was ostracized by many because of a false rumor that perpetuated that China was the
From
original
one
source of this
virus, yeah. And we were even shown a movie, a documentary at the Chinese dinner, Mayor's dinner, which held early January. We all came for that, and after that, the lockdown happened in March.
Yeah, that's very bad. So at that time, I hosted many roundtable meetings with the Chinese community leaders to do something to correct this misinformation. And in the end, we decided to buy PPE from mainland China to donate to the local hospitals and senior homes. So over that period, the peak of the pandemic, within 6 months, I helped our community to donate this kind of PPE to hospital for more than 80 times.
Wow!
Yeah. So you can see that almost every day. And after a while, this kind of discrimination, become less and less, and we feel that wow, we are so glad to see the result really, came out.
That's awesome.
Councillor Alan Ho, give us the news, the latest news on the York University, because earlier the two councillors who came here in our show from Markham, they threw some light, and I think due to pandemic of COVID, project was delayed. Otherwise, it was in final stages.
Yeah. Well, you're right. The new campus, of York University has been delayed by 1 year.
1 year.
Well, it was, planned to be opened this year, 2023. Now it will be open, 2024.
It will be commissioned in 2024.
Yeah, next year. But on the other hand, it has done, something good for York University, in my opinion, because, the top management has had, more time to discuss and to listen to the local business in order, to, adjust, their programs to fit the market's need. That is, something.
It will be a big boost. Yeah. York University will be a very big boost to Markham, because now lots of children from so many cities can get admission in York, Markham.
Yeah, that's
even
true.
Pickering will be very lucky, and other up to Oshawa, Whitby.
You're right. Just like when I came to Canada, many years ago, I went to the York University main campus.
Main campus, yeah, at the Kiel.
Kiel.
My daughter also went for 1 year before she went to McGill. So York University has played a very vital role in lives of our children. And it has got a reputation abroad. Yeah. Because the majority of the students are from international world.
That's true.
Go ahead.
Okay, Councillor Alano, we would like to know your viewpoint on federal carbon tax, issue, as our people of Canada find it difficult for them to pay carbon tax to our federal government, and have made big holes in their pocket of most Canadians.
So what are your views? Because Markham has always taken a very concrete view on certain national issues.
Yeah. Well,
it's a federal matter. I know it's
I
not your
know.
city matter.
As a matter of fact, I think that, the federal carbon tax is not perfect. However, there's no other better way than this carbon tax. So I understand, from the federal government that, in fact, they're listening to us, to all the people. If they have any proposal, that will be better than this one. And also, the federal government is not using the carbon tax to penalize those provinces like, Alberta.
Yeah.
They could not do away with, the greenhouse gas emission because of the industry. So I think we still, need to use, something, a method to make all the people aware of our global warming issue. Yeah, this
But
is
still,
important.
Canada is not bad according to the scientists and the studies conducted. Our emissions are very, very low as compared to other world
Yeah, you're
countries.
right.
But still, we are contributing everything towards the carbon tax. And you won't believe, in the liter of gas, we pay 61 cents as carbon tax, which is totally very high for everybody, because gas is a necessity of life
Yeah.
for everyone, for work, and now it's no more only a pleasure or luxury. We need cars, we go to work.
Exactly.
It's for our own needs.
Yeah, and also, we have seen, El Nino, La Nina, that kind of, climate changes. And if we don't do anything now, we will pay a high price later. So this is, something
So you are in favor of a carbon tax, but it should
for
be
the time being.
should be kept at a reasonable level.
Yeah, that's true.
Not every year keep on expanding or extending.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So, Councillor Alan Ho, what must be the demographics and the current population of Markham city?
Oh, okay.
I'm not about the region. I'm asking about the Markham city.
Markham, okay. Well, in fact, out of the more than 2,000 cities, Markham is the 16th biggest city in Canada already.
Wow, 16.
16, yeah,
Wow,
16.
Not bad.
And we have a population of 354,000. And, well, something, it will interest you. 78% of our residents were not born in Canada. They are new immigrants.
New immigrants,
yeah.
Definitely.
And also in the city of Markham, the Chinese population, attributes
to the highest.
46%.
46%.
Yeah, the highest.
And what are the other communities settled in Markham?
Oh, okay. Talking about, European, about, 35, and Southeast Asian, about 10. So the balance,
Even the Sri Lankans are there.
Yeah,
The
Sri
Markham has got Sri
Lanka,
Lankans,
Indian, Pakistani.
Pakistanis, yeah.
Yeah. About 10%.
Because Chinese, Hong Kong people to be counted under the Chinese head only. Am I right?
Yeah.
But you must be having the Thai and other Vietnamese and all those also.
Oh, yeah. Well, in fact, recently the Filipino, immigration,
immigration
has been
also
increasing.
Because they have become quite visible, and you won't believe the last figures given by the statistics of Canada. They are 2.4 million in all over Canada. So they are a very big visible minority as compared to others.
Yeah.
So, Councillor Alan Ho, do you have a Chinatown in Markham? Because every city, even Mississauga has got Chinatown.
Well, you know what? As a matter of fact, Markham is called China capital of Canada.
Yeah.
Because the whole city is Chinatown.
And even the boards we see in Chinese.
Yeah.
In Markham, the banks and the businesses.
Yes.
So how others can read those language?
Well, because they learn the language when they were young, and also from their hometown. I think the language is not a problem. As a matter of fact, in the city of Markham, if you don't speak English,
it's okay.
It's no problem.
No problem.
But if you don't speak Chinese,
you don't speak Mandarin, it will be a problem.
Mandarin or Cantonese.
Cantonese, yeah. It will be an issue.
Yeah. Because a lot of occasions, people only speak Chinese.
Right.
So just, Councillor, to make our interview a little lighter, the viewers would like to know more about you. Like, do you have any children? And
Your immediate family?
Oh, yeah. Well, I have two boys. They are, working now.
Okay.
Wow, working boys.
My eldest son, is an emergency doctor in Toronto.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And my younger son is an aviation engineer.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You have given them a good education and they are well versed on their own.
Thank you. Yeah. And so I'm so happy, and I'm also, very proud of them.
So tell our viewers, I will continue the question of my female co-host about your younger life in China.
Yeah.
Where did you spend? Which province of China you grew up? And how many siblings you were in the family?
Well, in fact, I came from Hong Kong.
Yeah, so you came from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I have, 7 brothers and sisters.
Wow. No,
Well,
Chinese are big families.
Yeah. Because in the olden days, you're right.
Days, the mayor.
Yeah,
Even my mother's side, they had 11 brothers sisters.
Yeah.
But nowadays, maximum 2, 1 or 2.
Yeah, 1 or 2. You're right.
Sometimes none.
So sometimes
They just keep the dogs,
Yeah.
They keep the pets.
Yeah. And well, I basically, I studied, in Hong Kong as
From your childhood education completely.
Yeah. And also, I finished, fashion design and clothing factory management already.
Wow.
And then after, I came to Canada, I studied, business administration. And then I started my own business with, both of them together. My business, is in the textile field.
So at what age you migrated to Canada?
About 30 years old.
30 years old. And you got married here in Canada?
Yeah, very good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice. So, any of your hobbies that you like?
What hobbies are there? Do you play golf?
Well,
That's a very prestigious game for politicians, and we do business while playing golf.
You're right. In fact, I have a lot of hobbies. The only problem is I don't have time. When
with your hectic life.
I was young, I play bowling, I play table tennis and pickleball, and I like reading, traveling, and music. But now I need to make time, to do any of that.
Right.
So you can get some exercise and a change of scenario.
Yeah, when I have time, that is important.
Because I have seen the sessions of Markham City Council. You all are very busy.
Yeah, you're right.
You are very busy. I've been in the
busy.
Live sessions, and I saw how people are anxious and how people come and ask questions at you. So people are also overcautious. They are politically aware. They want to do the best for the city of Markham, and they know that the council can do it.
You're right. And also, they have big expectation. They need us, to make the thing done. Wow, that is, something.
Regional Councillor Alan Ho soon will be signing off from your interview. Would you like to give any strong message to the people of Ontario and to your region and to your city?
Oh, okay. I would like to emphasize that, always believe yourself.
Definitely.
And don't give up. Because, as I said, when I first came to Canada, I could not find any good job, in the first 5 years.
Right.
Wow.
And I believe that, I know textile business quite well. So I started my own business.
Lovely.
After 2 years, hard work, my business started to hit the ground and, flew rapidly. Yeah. So this is something. Never give up. Be resilient. Be persistent and work hard.
And Canada will give you the return.
Yeah.
Canada is
this is important. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a promising land for all of us.
Everybody.
And currently our population is 40 million. Canada has grown because when I came, it was around 25 or 26 million.
Oh, wow.
I also came about 25 years ago.
Yeah, another 40% increase. Yeah,
and now lots of immigrants are coming from so many countries, and among them China is one of the important countries. We get lots of immigrants, and Hong Kong too. Hong Kong also, the flow is good, and we welcome the people because they come with big money.
Some of them, not me. I
They mostly immigrate as entrepreneurs.
I always, feel very proud that, I make almost, every penny in Canada because I did not, bring with me any money at all.
You are a self-reliant man in Canada. Very good, very good. So you're given the final remarks. So any advice to a youth, to the Canadian population, what would you like to give? Okay, we must maintain the unity, peace, love.
Yeah, well, and also, in our culture, we always, have a sort of the motto that is, when you get somewhere, you help other people to get there.
True.
When you can, stand up, help other people, to stand up
Give
with
back
you.
to the communities.
Yeah.
That is our motto of all Canadians.
Oh, good.
We are a compassionate people. Even our constitution says that we are compassionate and we believe in unity, equality.
Yeah. In fact,
and inclusion.
I believe that, very much. Just like, I said, I started my own business with the help, of my best friend financially, because as I said, I didn't bring any money. And over the years, in fact, I've been helping a lot of young people to set up their business and also, career, that kind of thing. So I think this is very important.
Very important, because see, we have got about 182 nationalities here in Canada.
Yeah.
And our ministry of this citizenship is the biggest in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
No country has got 182 nationalities from nook and corner of the world.
Yeah, you're right.
So
you're
we
right.
must all be very, very proud of Canada. That if Canada progresses and prospers, we are also going to get the share of
That's
that.
true.
We also seeing the fruits, and our children are happy. To grow a family in Canada is a great thing, because Canada is the best country in the world.
That's true. I totally agree.
So with that note, we will be soon signing off. My charming co-host, Harveena Sandhu. Thank you for coming for our shows today.
Thank you.
Our guest, Councillor Alan Ho.
Thank you. Thank you,
visit
It was
us.
really nice meeting
It was nice meeting you, and we would love to see you in future also. If there are any major changes of policy or anything you want to announce, you have our information. We are always open for you.
Thank you so much.
So do keep coming, do keep in contact, and do keep the city of Markham stronger and the region of York.
Yeah, you're right.
Due to this reason, due to Markham, the York region is the strongest.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you.
So with that note, we will be saying goodbye, good night, God bless. Keep watching Voice of Canada. Send us your views so we can improve our show much better in future also. So we would say bye, good night, and adios. God bless Canada.
Thank you.